Welcome to Recreational Shooting and Hunting. After the previous video on the expansion test on the Peregrine bullets, I was really looking forward to testing them out in a hunting situation, shooting at real life targets. But unfortunately, the hunting season didn't go my way. I had no chance to get that data to test. I was only able to do one blessbook hunt last year, and due to very tall grass, I was only able to shoot a high neck shot and bullets went straight through. So there was no bullet to recover to check whether that expansion was the same in a real life target. But today we're going to look at some of the gear, and actually today we're going to make a new piece of gear for the setup. So I like do it yourself. I'm a real DIY type guy, and I like to try and build stuff instead of buying them. A lot of my gear, which you see in front on my 270 Winchester, is custom built by myself and sometimes with help of some of my friends. If you see something and you want to ask, comment below. I would be sure to answer questions, maybe make a video on it of how it was made and how we got figuring stuff out. So as you can see from the name on this video, today is all about the bipod leg extensions and having them in a bracket on the rifle when we carry the rifle around. And you'll see why there was a problem and why the need arose to do this in just a moment. First off, this bipod is an Atlas V8, but this is not made by Atlas. This is actually the Chinese version, and it had a few problems. There's a lot of videos on it on YouTube as well, and if you look at those videos, you will see there's a few problems with certain stuff that's a little bit too loose and shaky, and it's not as good as it's supposed to be. But for my type of setup, my recreational shooting, this works fine. So a few months ago, I actually found a website on the internet where they were discussing the leg extensions. Because you get leg extensions, but it's only about the same length as we have here. Not really are you able to use this bipod in a kneeling or sitting scenario. But that's what I wanted. So this guy on the internet actually went and he used dowel sticks, wooden dowel sticks, which he press fitted when you remove the rubber feet here. And I thought that's a great idea, but let's try and make it a little bit better. So that's where these came from. And maybe we'll make a video and discuss how we made them as well. These work with the same Atlas attachments here to insert instead of these rubber feet. So I'm going to put them on quickly and I'll be right back. Alright, so here we have them on the rifle. You will also notice that I actually moved the bipod back a little bit more to the center of the rifle, just to make it easier when you are sitting behind the rifle to actually move and adjust if needed. It also is easier for me shooting this way because not that far forward, and I feel I get a little bit more stability out of them. Right, so when I attach them here, you will see they're pretty long, right? But now we have this wobble in them, which I don't like. Of course, when you are in the shooting position, it's not a problem. My problem came in when you have to carry these around. Since you're able to can this rifle following animal on the move, this bipod is able to move a little bit underneath the rifle, like this. That's fine, but I don't want them to do that when I'm carrying the rifle. I also don't want them to wobble too much and get tangled up and hit everything as you're walking. Now some may say, fine, you don't need to fix them like that. You don't, how much walking you're going to do with the rifle in this position. Well, you never know when the need arises. And I like building stuff and trying to make it look nice. So here's what I was thinking to do today. If we can get this in some sort of bracket in front here to get them nice and snug when in transport, that would work real nice. Right, so here's the plan. The barrel guard is like this, and there's a little Picatinny rail underneath like that. So it's actually like this. So if you look at it like that, I'm going to try and make, so there's the barrel, right? So I'm going to try and make the bracket to fit over that, press against this barrel guard so it can't go anywhere, like that. It can't rotate around because it's nicely hooked around that. Then it should go up like this, and spacer in between the two leg extensions so they can lay there, and then some sort of strap to strap them in like this. And I was thinking the barrel guard, the rail around this actually has a little extension at the top as well, and there's a hole through there, there's a cavity. So if I can add another strap to also go around like this to attach it, maybe with Velcro on the sides to easily remove when needed, that should work. So I was thinking of what I'm going to use for this, and I was actually walking around thinking, and we're also in COVID-19, we're also in lockdown, so it's not a case of quickly driving to the shop and getting what I need. So I was going to the garage, searching through boxes and stuff, and actually found a little piece of I think it's called pressed wood. And I'm going to take that piece, I'm going to saw it in half like that. This will then become this base. I'm going to take the other half and I'm going to cut it into 3 pieces. One piece will go on top as the spacer, and the other 2 pieces will go as the 2 parts there, just to make it not able to turn around like that. Right, so let's get around to build this, get everything sorted, and we'll see how the end product looks. I even have some leftover camo canvas, which I think I'm going to glue onto this just to make it fit with the gun a little bit better. Alright, so that's it. Here we go. There's my little carry bracket on there. These are nicely fixed now. They can't wobble around when carrying the rifle. And it just attaches with a little, one of the latches going through the top of the rail here, far away from the barrel, and one strap going underneath here just to attach the two to my little bracket there. So I hope you enjoyed the video. Feel free to comment below. Cheers.